Take two with Michael Mandigo. I had a little problem at my end. I had to do this one again, but it gives me another chance to catch up with Michael, who I have not seen since back in, let me think, it was Super Dirt Week back in 2022. We'll get to that, but he's had a tough couple of seasons as he's had a couple of wrecks that have cost him cars, but he is working on fixing that for this year. And as we record this a little after 5 o'clock on Saturday, you guys getting it Saturday night, he just finished up work on a car at the shop, and he will actually fire it up on Sunday. So let's head up to Gouverneur, New York, kind of north and west of Can-Am, where he races as a regular. 26 years old. Of course, his dad is with him in the shop. How are we doing today, Michael?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Everybody's good?
Yeah, we're pretty good.
All right. I know Dad was having a couple issues. You say he's doing much better, and I don't want to get specific, but the good news is that he is doing much better today, right?
Yeah, he's definitely on the mend.
Good. All right, Mike, we're thinking about you, bud. I'll make sure I give you a call soon. So I guess what I said in the open is about right. It's been a tough couple of seasons, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't had great luck lately. Seems we've been in the wrong place, the wrong time for a lot of it.
I remember that's what you told me the first time. It's not necessarily that something went wrong, but it really was just one of those things, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just been a couple racing incidents. It's just you hope never happens, and somehow it's happened to us more than it happens to anybody else, it seems.
It did seem that way, too. I was at Super Dirt Week back in 2020. Let me think now. Yeah, 2022, sitting down in Turn 1, watching, I think it was a last chance race or something like that. Boy, you hit the wall about as hard as you could hit it down there in Turn 1, didn't you?
Yeah, it was hammered down, so your foot buried in the carburetor anyway, and everything happened in front of me, and I had nowhere to go. I just got caught in somebody else's mess, which is unfortunate because we were all in the show where we were running, so there was no reason to be doing what we were doing. But
I saw you afterwards. I remember I came over to check on you. You didn't look very good. I mean, when you were getting out of the car, you were doing that old where you put your hands on your knees kind of things. Were you okay, or did you take a little damage yourself on that one?
I ended up having a concussion from the impact. I was out of work for 2 weeks.
Wow. So you went the next day then and realized something was wrong?
Well, I drove home. I took the camper home. Dad takes the trailer home Saturday night usually, and I stayed the next night. And I took that home, and I got home, and I just didn't feel great, and I decided I probably should go get checked out.
Okay. What did they do?
They just run me through a CAT scan and realized I had a concussion.
Okay. Is that the first one you've had, to your knowledge?
No, I've had about more than I'd like to say.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully none of those trips to the medical facilities this year then. Last year, you said, you rolled one back in June. What happened then at Can-Am?
Same thing. Track was really fast, and everybody kind of gets all wacky when it's like that, and we're all fighting for the same position. And I got a car turned in front of me. I had nowhere to go, and I ramped him and went in the air.
Which one was worse?
That I would say the flip, because it just felt like it never was going to stop.
Oh, really? Just kind of kept going as you went?
It was a good one. So they say.
Okay. Switched to a backup car for the rest of last year. Did that backup car work okay, and do you still have it?
No, I sold that car. It was an older car. It didn't really work right with the new style technology. Okay. But before the flip, we were really good in our new car. So I'm kind of looking forward to this year to have another brand new one just ready to go.
You picked up one earlier this year. Is it basically the same car that you had going before the accident last year?
Yeah, it's the same. I think there's one different option on it that wasn't on that car last year, but everything else is mostly the same.
So you should be able to put the old setups in it and be back to where you were.
Should be, yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Now, I know that they were supposed to race this weekend at Can-Am, and by the way, they've moved that back to the end of the month, I believe, is where so racecanam.com is how you can find out more information. Would you have been ready if you needed to be to race Friday?
So our plan was, because we saw the rain in the forecast, that we were going to wait till Wednesday to really rush on it, because otherwise we're going to give ourselves the next 2 weeks to go. And I work underground, so I didn't see it until 4 o'clock that they rained out. And then we decided that it would be better to just take our time and get it ready for next weekend's practice, or maybe for Can-Am the 26th.
You work underground?
Yeah, I mine underground.
Oh, what is it, salt mines or lime, or what is it?
Zinc mine.
Zinc mine. I think that's where Tim Fuller used to work at one point.
Yeah, I think he worked there at one point.
Is it like the videos that we see from like other forms of mining, or is it different?
It's pretty close.
So if you're claustrophobic, forget it, huh?
Yeah, it's not for you.
Okay. Is it at least a ceiling that's tall enough to stand up, or are you in one of those like?
Yeah, it's not like coal mining. You're probably, your back is probably, I say your back It's kind of like your roof. If you're like 20 feet at the highest, 20, 25 feet.
Okay, and since we're not inhaling coal, it's a lot safer, I would imagine, for you.
Oh, yeah, it's a hell of a lot safer.
Good money, is it?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good money.
Okay, so if you guys are looking for something, and
allows me to do what I do.
That's nice. Okay, so how's the car look right now? Because he just finished working on it. It's a little after 5. He just finished on working on it just a little while ago. How's it look now?
It's rolling right now. We just got to finish up some stuff on the engine, and we're going to put that in tomorrow and hopefully fire it.
And we'll have hot dogs and sodas available for people if they want to come up and hear the engine fire?
Yeah, sure, if they want to.
Is it a little nerve-wracking first time you started up?
I would say more exciting than nerve-wracking because it's just nothing sounds better than starting one up for the first time of the year.
Okay. And unlike a lot of people who go to their builder, your builder is your family.
Yeah. My grandfather and my dad, we all build it ourselves. It's just a lot easier, and you know what you're getting when you're building it. You know, like you don't have to take somebody's word for it. You're building it, you're buying it, you know what you're getting.
Of course, if you mess it up, you don't have anybody else to blame either. But
race engine's no warranty anyway, but it's a lot nicer knowing that you took the time yourself to do it.
Have you always done that, and your dad too? Obviously not in the crates, but yeah.
No, not in the crates, but like Dad built his own stuff. My grandfather built his own stuff. We didn't start building our own stuff for us until that 2022, the Dirt Week year. That was the first time we had built our own engine.
What's the advantage outside of, like you said, kind of knowing what it is, and if something happens, at least the person's there. You don't have to wait 2 weeks.
I saved probably 12 to 13 grand doing it myself in parts and labor.
Okay. So what's the plan as we look at this year? That when I think of you, I think, and your dad, your whole family, I think of Can-Am.
Yeah, we're definitely going to run Can-Am full time. We're going to start off the year at Fulton, and depending on how that goes, we might switch over to Brockville because you got to run 2 nights a week now to stay competitive, and we're trying to do that more than ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to be Timmy Fuller or Billy Dunn up there, you better get some laps in, right?
To run with those guys would be amazing because they're cream of the crop as far as I'm concerned in Northeastern Modified.
Well, Timmy's only been racing longer than you've been alive, so,
right.
Yeah, he does have a few more laps than you. Where are they better than you as you go around the racetrack, or is it everywhere pretty much?
Just experience-wise, I think they're better. In consistency, they're just way better than I am.
Okay.
I'm always getting caught up in stupid things that I could avoid if I just was a little bit better than what I am.
Yeah, but like you said, the last two, it was kind of just where you were, right? Could you have missed either of those?
Not really.
That's what I thought.
No.
From the way, and when I saw at Oswego, there's nothing you could have done there.
No, God, no.
Okay. Well, the other thing that you were telling me is that with these other tracks that you're thinking about, boy, you really are kind of centrally located to have a Dirt Car 358 modified, aren't you?
Yeah, it's definitely nicer because you can go to Fulton, you can go to Can-Am, you can go to Brockville. Mohawk and Airborne, they're not Dirt Car, but they're 358. You can run them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of places, really. Cornwall's an hour and 20 minutes from us, too.
Mm-hmm. And a fun little track, let's be honest, right? So, well, which of the three do you do better at, usually?
I'd say Can-Am because we run there more, but
mm-hmm.
we went to Glenridge a couple of times last year, and I think we were better at Glenridge than we were anywhere else.
But that's a haul, isn't it?
Yeah, if it wasn't on a Sunday or if they were started earlier, we'd be there weekly.
Okay, all right.
So waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning is not easy on a Monday.
So as you sit there and you turn and look at your car, you feeling good about your chances this year?
Yeah, I think we're going to be pretty good. Everything's brand new. It's the best that I could buy. I really did the best I could on it.
So nothing from the backup car is on this car at all?
No, I didn't save anything from the white car, and I sold everything else from the red car. I couldn't do it without everybody that helps me, too.
Well, hopefully it's a nice, let's say, drama-free season, keeping the tools in the box most nights, and hopefully you'll get a top 5 and maybe even sniff a win this year. I hope things go well for you, man.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Please say hi to Dad for me. And, Mike, I hope you're listening to this. I hope you're doing better, man. You and I had a nice chat there on Facebook a while back, so I wish you all the best moving forward. Guys, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, leave a comment if you like. If there's somebody like Michael that you want us to get to that maybe we haven't gotten to yet, just send me a message either through Facebook or here on the YouTube channel. Michael, good luck with everything, and I hope things go well for you on Sunday.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it.